Hey everyone, welcome to Soul Embers. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're all well. My name is Andrea. I'm an intuitive tarot reader, holistic coach, and holistic practitioner. And everything you guys need to know about me, about the channel, about our services can be found in the description box below. Well, no, it can be found on our website, but you'll find the link to our website in the description box below, right? So, air signs, today I'll be channeling messages for you. I'm really hoping to put you in a mindset that has you receiving, attracting and manifesting what it is that you have been wanting to manifest, that's kind of taking its sweet ass time, and focusing on letting go of anything that's blocking that progress from happening. So let's have a look and see what's in the cards for the beautiful air signs that I'm connecting with today. Okay. Oh, my incense has just gone everywhere. Okay. Let's have a look and see. What messages do we have? What messages do we have for the air signs? I'm getting denial. The word denial comes to mind. Hot coals as well. It's like there's no place that feels like home right now. You're feeling a little bit shaken up by a scenario perhaps that's happened in your life. You're reacting from a place of, I feel that you invested a lot into something, someone, a job potentially, and you really put in 150% air signs and things didn't quite go to plan. And I'm getting now that you're kind of letting go of the control of this, being super responsible, and you're kind of throwing caution to the wind, living in the moment, spending up perhaps for some of you, being a little bit more impulsive, seeking to find happiness, even if it's fleeting, because there is an element of being unsettled. All right, let's have a look and see. What is this about? What do the air signs need to know? Home, boom. And you know what? I think the fire signs, same card for the fire signs. Whole deck. Great shuffle, right? Yet the message is clear. So some of you may have strong fire in your chart. You might be dealing with someone who's a fire sign, but the message here is clear. Home. And this is the problem that I'm getting. I mentioned it earlier. You're feeling unsettled. Nowhere feels like home. Nowhere feels you're on edge. You're on hot coals. It feels like there is some sort of communication that's recently come to you that's really caused you to think about how you're going to redirect your energy. What do you do with this information now that things are about to change? I feel that this change, even though it's within your control and that you are a big factor into, that you played, a big role as to why things kind of happened the way they did, you still feel that this is now so far gone that you can't bring it together. And that's a type of message that I'm getting for you. A lot of you also, when it comes to the home card, this might mean something along the lines of, this has really triggered this situation, or however it resonates for you. It's really triggered some childhood trauma, or and it's had you feel, taking you back to a time that was really challenging for you. It's bringing a lot of things to the surface. Perhaps some shadow work is needed. That's a type of energy that I'm getting. But let's read the definition from the book and see what it has to say. Okay, in the context of this teaching, let's use the word home to describe your unconscious ability to attract intimate partners with the positive and negative qualities your parents instilled in you. This card honors the wounded child in... This card honors the wounded child in you that keeps recreating home, hoping to get your childhood development codependency needs met. You might even provoke the other to act or look like your original parent. In a world where so many of our natural emotions were not encouraged and worse yet suppressed, you are now encouraged to feel the feelings trapped inside you and that consistently sabotage your life. For some of us, home was an amazing, empowering and happy place, but for most of us, it was lacking. There was unease and hurt. This is imprinted on your nervous system, which forces the dysfunction you had with your parents to rise to the surface with your current partner and people close to you. So guys, you may be feeling this may hit home. Literally, this message may hit home exactly as it is. However, with the energy that I'm channeling for you, what I'm getting is that you were starting to think about, you're spending a lot of time in your head, air signs, trying to logically think about why you're being triggered the way you are. What are the negative qualities that have you recreating certain situations that bring you, that sabotage your happiness, that sabotage your relationships, your intimate relationships? What I'm getting here is whatever scenario this has to do with, it has to do with an intimate partner, and the result of the situation is based on the actions, the behaviors, and the patterns that were formed from the childhood, right? So you get this result, and now I feel that you have enough insight into yourself, air signs, to look into this and kind of try and analyze, take responsibility of the part that you played, and really put your mind to never recreating these kind of scenarios again. Now, I'm also getting a message that you may be extremely hard on yourself about this. There is this element of the ego really coming to your defense right now, and that could come across as an air of arrogance. You may not be approaching a situation with arrogance. You might not be responding verbally with arrogance, but there is arrogance in the air, in your body language, in the decisions you make. You're retaliating by doing things for yourself that come from a place of ego, and that is okay. All right, we need to feel certain emotions, we need to process them, and our defense mechanisms will kick in. The message that I'm getting for you though is pay attention to how much you allow the ego to take control and make decisions that may not get the outcome that you're looking for. So it's really important to think about the outcome that you want for yourself, how you want to measure up, how you want to be perceived in this situation. And it might be that you don't care how you're perceived, but it does have a lot to do with your karma also. So really paying attention to whether the person that you measure up wanting to be is actually the actions that you're taking are supporting that, right? So let's have a look and see what's Spirit's message for you when it comes to this situation. How do we what message do we have for the air signs? How do we redirect their energy so they can really manifest the kind of release that's needed from any traumas, so you can release the sabotage that keeps on happening. All right. Speak about what's going well. Just that small change can dramatically shift the atmosphere around you. Boom. Boom. Air signs, this is about looking at the positive aspect of things. You know what? It may feel there's not a lot of positive to look at right now, but focusing on focusing on the negatives, focusing on what hasn't worked, focusing on really trying to understand why things haven't worked is going to only further, it's going to spread like a weed. Energetically, it's going to start attracting the same feelings. That feeling's going to grow. Those feelings of what hasn't worked, the doubt, and then you're going to start calling in those same scenarios. A way for you to really redirect your energy and rise above this so you can come up with a solution that ultimately, the solution that you're looking for does not exist in thoughts of what hasn't worked well. The solution that you're looking for and the next step, and one that you will be proud of, air signs, is going to come from thinking about and speaking about what is going well, what works well for you, what has kept you vibing high, what has nourished your soul, and how did that contribute to fulfillment and not just fleeting happiness in the moment. So rather than think about instant gratification, thinking about things that you can start to practice that embed a more long-term fulfillment, a little bit more of a slow burn, but essentially you rebuilding strong foundations so you can reestablish that place of peace and place of home within you. So that's the message that Spirit has for you on how to best approach this situation. Of course, if it resonates, take it as you need to and if you'd like to. Now let's break this down a little bit more before I close this off. I just want to give you a couple of more messages, guys. And of course, if this reading resonates, please do comment below. Your comments help the channel. I love reading them. So, I love reading about your experiences. They help me connect with your energy and I use that for future readings. And of course, your stories are inspiring. And when shared with others, they can be very helpful too. So let's have a look and see. I've got all the cards I need apparently. So again, we've got here familiarity, cycles. I'm also getting, the Six of Cups is about a childhood, something from your childhood, something that rings familiar for you. In a love reading, this has to do with that there is an innocence, there is a deep connection based on common values, common morals that the two of you shared in your upbringing. And what I'm getting for you guys is that this is all very closely intertwined. There is a lesson for you here. There is definitely a lesson for you that has to do with releasing the trauma from your childhood that is being triggered right now. So whatever the scenario is that has caused you distress, you to feel this way, it's being created. And it's you've brought this about because there is an aspect of yourself that really needs to heal before you can step into this vibration of the true emotional connection that you're looking for. You cannot establish what it is that you envision, that you want to feel and experience in your intimate partnership until this is healed. And it's going to take some time. It's not quite ready yet. So Spirit is definitely, things may have been going great and they've definitely redirected you to a place where you're feeling extremely challenged right now. And that's because we need to get this alchemy right. We need to make sure that we address the different aspects that are keeping us, that are holding us back from really fulfilling what it is that we want to in our intimate partnerships or with our family. Heal those relationships through healing first self and coming to terms forgiving yourself, which is easier said than done, but I'm not going to go into great detail about that in this reading. And then when the time is right, that door, that path will open up for you. If you try to push through this right now by doing the same thing you've done before, you're going to face a lot of resistance, air signs. I feel that the divine is really intervening here. It's really red flagging you. It's like, stop, do not pass. I'm getting that very clearly. This needs to be addressed so that you don't step into a new cycle with years and years of the same type of cycles repeating themselves. Scenarios with different people. So this is an opportunity to really close this off, right? Okay, guys, I hope you found that helpful. Have a fantastic week, and I will see you for your next lot of readings. Bye, air signs.